Charter Connection is made up of middle school plus high school students.
To promote school communities of acceptance and inclusion.
We're all of us are agents of change.
Unified Schools fosters respect and dignity.
For people with intellectual disability.
Changes actions and attitudes.
Among their peers without special needs.
Charter Connections is an inclusive student leadership club that provides students with and without disabilities opportunities to promote unified schools activities.
In the school and in the community.
Our goal is to build up student leaders.
And to help advance the inclusion movement.
In the middle school and high school community.
Charter Connections meets twice a month.
On the first and third Thursday in church.
We meet in the middle school commons.
On the second and fourth Thursday during advisory, we meet in Ms. Najelski's room.
To play games and know each other and hang out.
Everyone is included and accepted. Do you want to make a difference?
Some of the activities are
Bowling.
Take away rating.
Camping day.
tons of games.
Learning about different disabilities.
How to support and encourage inclusion.
Unified Track and Field Day.
Tubing at Powder Ridge.
Unified Basketball Skills Event in Hutch.
And Bike Day.
The Special Olympics Unified Champion Schools is aimed at promoting social inclusion through intentionally planned and implemented activities affecting school-wide change. Sports and activities are the foundation, but the three-component model includes a unique combination of effective activities that equip young people with tools and training to create sports, classroom, and school climates where students with disabilities feel welcome and are routinely included in and feel part of all activities, opportunities, and functions. This is accomplished through implementing inclusive sports. At DC, we have unified basketball and inclusive youth leadership opportunities and also whole school engagement. The program is designed to be woven into the fabric of the school, enhancing current efforts and providing rich opportunities to lead to meaningful change in creating a socially inclusive school that supports and engages all learners. Our Unified Champion School activities include unified basketball. That's our unified sport. Hopefully we'll offer more in the future. We also have different opportunities through Charger Connections. So I have different activities that we do with the middle school and with high school, and some include both. And then also we have a whole school engagement opportunity at one point during the year. A couple years ago, we had a unified basketball tournament during the school day that all classes were able to come down and watch and participate in. It was awesome. Students made signs for players. They were hooting and hollering. It was amazing. We had the pep band. We're hoping to do that again this year. Last year, we had the Polar Plunge. That was a whole building, middle school through high school, opportunity where students could raise money for Special Olympics, and a lot of that money came back to our specific program. This year we're going to have another unified basketball tournament with a unified week with specific activities aimed at inclusion and social acceptance for students with intellectual disabilities. It's going to be awesome. The ultimate goal of Charger Connections and our Unified Club is really to build up student leaders, to provide those meaningful friendship opportunities that go beyond the walls of Charger Connections. if all that happens with this group is that we're friends only when we have our group activities, we're missing the point. I want these kids to really feel empowered to be able to go up to students with intellectual disabilities throughout the school day in the community, at a sporting event, and say, hey, let's hang out, come with me. And so that those students take that advocacy role, take that kind of leadership role, and feel comfortable with that. I'm trying to build compassion and inclusion in more than just this small setting, but really a meaningful change throughout our community beyond these walls. Also trying to create student advocates so that they feel comfortable working with students with disabilities. They feel comfortable, know what words to use, what prompts are needed, how they can really support these students throughout the school building and in the community. Also, if students don't have the opportunity to work with students with intellectual disabilities, they might not realize that they're really good with this and how awesome these students are. So amazing. If I wouldn't have had the opportunity to be a PCA, to have my cousin with cerebral palsy, and I got to work with her when I was growing up, I may not be a special ed teacher today. And there are so many different opportunities and ways to serve this community as a profession. It'd be awesome to have some of these students end up being physical therapists or special ed teacher or a para or a nurse or some other way to work with this population, to just see that the joy that they bring. When Charger Connections was founded or started a few years ago, we had just a few members throughout the high school. We started in the high school, and those were students that were participating in unified basketball when that started, so we kind of started with that core group. Then just slightly after that, the next year, we tried to start it in the middle school group as well, and that, because I teach in the middle school, it's been easier to get more members because I'm here, so I see the students throughout the halls, and my students interact with all the other students in their gen ed classes, and that's helpful. So our middle school group is super hardy right now. We are actually over 100 members in the middle school Charger Connections group this year, which is amazing. My high school group is at about 35 members because we only started this a few years ago. The students that have been in the middle school head to the high school, but I'm not teaching in that building, so it makes it harder for me to recruit more members. But the ones that we have, those 35, are super strong, super advocates for this program. So that's been awesome. It's going to be great to see now the middle school groups as they move into the high school, that this can continue and we can really make a district-wide impact. When Charger Connection was founded, we were fully funded through Special Olympics. They work hard at providing funding for schools to get started in this movement, as it does take money to provide activities and opportunities. Now, several years later, we are still fully funded through donations and through our polar plunge that we did. A lot of that money came back to our school and to our program specifically, so that we could provide different opportunities